We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go!
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
The delayed game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Gun. Over. 23 is the mic. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Watch twist. Great. Twist. Check 13. Check 13. Gun. Short.
The shotgun snap for Newton. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Get ready.
A big play there for the Panthers. 41 yards. Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice.
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they're trying to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
180. Tight dog. Great.
This a quick pass to Davis. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Right to the 3. I got you.
Out of the gun, Newton. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Express! March 43. Hey, watch the lane. 20.
From the gun, here's Newton. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Watch left. Hey, watch.
From the gun, Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore.
Good work, boy.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Ready? You're set, ready? Hey, tighten down. There you go. Big edge. Express! Greg! Off! Ready?
First down, it's Newton. He's got McCaffrey open, complete. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
"35's the mic. We own 8. We own them. Mike 35. Pick it up.
Now Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. And the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Mike 35, Mike. Express! Watch the slant. Express! Let's go. Mike 35. Great. Watch the flat.
Now Newton on first down. That's complete to McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Greg! I'm coming! 8!
Throwing again is Newton. It's caught by Davis. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Let's go, right here. Mike 35. Gun. All right, T, let's go.
Again, Newton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area and try and take that away.
And the 10-year bet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they've been moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
We got this.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I got one.
Murray now on 1st down. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, it's our house. Check. 66, bullet, high.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10. At the front, and he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Bruce Irvin able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. David Johnson here on the catch. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And we see another pitch and catch. There to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Now, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
He was covered by Trey Buxton.
On 4th down, here's Andy Lee on to kick it away.
For the Cardinals.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. After one, 7-3 to score on EA Sports.
Panthers 3.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. Well, at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you've got fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't got a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
At the 21-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Gun. What is it?
Throwing is Newton.
43.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do it.
13 yards, first down, Panthers.
A gain of 13 yards.
In so many ways, throwing the trick is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. He's got man-to-man coverage and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Wide, get wide.
20.
Go. 23 is the mic.
Now Newton. Big loss here as he's taken down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go for his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So it just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Express!
Come on. In your face.
Express!
58, the mic. Here we go. And 58 is the mic.
It's Newton. The pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
You see me?
Chandler Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's the Panthers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Here's Bird to return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 15 running. Like the 59. Huh? Just wait. Check. Lucky.
Running on first down, Eckler. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He wasn't ready.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
59. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want. Get him on. West. Hayward.
It's 2nd down to Eckler. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Let's go.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Get him.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I know you feel that.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
He's checking. Crash.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Able to find Isabella. Touchdown, Cardinals. And Isabella with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, and that fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
How does the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away?
The Panthers take over 7-10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there ready to begin their next drive. Well, it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
2 points per drive ratio. That answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Ready, 180.
43. Check, 43.
8.
Out.
Get it.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Express.
At the Cardinals' 40-yard line.
8.
Now it's Newton. Come on. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he gets it down to the 32. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making a connection.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
54. I'm coming for you. You mine. Switch gears. Switch gears. Kill. Swing. Echo.
Here is Eckler. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Right there.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Out of the gun, here's Morris. He'll get this to Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Now Eckler. Luke Kuechly, the all-pro linebacker, in on the stop. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You don't know no better. SOS.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
He completes this one to Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Checks. 4 down. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Big stop, let's go!
They'll run here with Eckler, and he's going to be met at about the 43. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. A final shot before half from Murray. Open man is caught deep. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys, bring it on!
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where nowhere to
escape, and he goes down. Bruce Irvin in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
I smell fear in that offense.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. They really say that he can just take a top off a defense. He ran a 4.31 40 at the Combine, 3rd fastest of all attendees. And then he was taken 62nd. A lot of experts think he was a major bargain with loads of potential.
Go, go.
On 3rd down, Murray. He's got his man. It's Butler. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Come on, baby. Woo! Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Demir Bird, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. This one caught by Isabella. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
You don't want no problem with me.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6.
Check 3, check 3. Go.
Again, they'll throw in Murray. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
The Panthers take over.
Let's go,
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams sprint to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That was well defended, and while his completion resulted in a loss of yardage, it's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd?
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 50.
The shotgun snap for Newton. They will find Davis. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
First down, Carolina.
Here we go.
Newton now, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's first and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. Mike 35, Mike 35.
Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brooks Reed was able to find his way to the QB. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Deep over on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Throwing it on third and long. Newton. He knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Cards will take over first and 10.
Their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
What we got?
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And we'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Murray now on first down. And incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
But you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Mike 54. Danny.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And now maybe want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Mike's 54.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw.
Here we go.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Soule was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
No. Off.
Gun.
To throw again, Newton. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong in the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open. It would have been an easy throw.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop. Go. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Tighten up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Completes it to Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Let's go.
A good pickup there, 22.
And the Panther 1st down.
Newton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Any day. 35. 20. Stay with your man. Kill. Back.
Again, Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 48-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Switch.
Throwing again is Newton. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37.
1st down, Panthers.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep.
Great.
22, check, bomber. 22, check, bomber. Here we go. 25, check 25. Shit.
Newton throwing again. And that's caught. It's Hogan. 23 yards, the final tally.
Get ready.
Chris Hogan. It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Carolina.
Ready.
43 is the mic. Ready? We got chips over here. There's overload.
8.
Eyes on 10.
Express.
Come on, D. Switch.
8. Ready.
From the red zone now, Newton. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2.
Watch the screen. Wait. Watch the whip. Kill. Jam.
Gun.
Jam.
Ready.
Well, he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on a 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score of the final play of the 3rd quarter. Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this one.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. On the ground is Eckler. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now this one is running back out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
That's another Cardinals 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Check hot route. Hot.
He'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the 1st battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
We ain't giving up nothing.
Murray down the throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Austin Eckler, his 6th touchdown of the season. season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Championships, baby.
Gun.
Crunch.
Get it.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
Here we go again.
Newton now to throw.
It's our time.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. In the gun, here's Newton. He'll get this one complete to Davis. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Newton delivers this one to McCaffrey. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 50, Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Tackles. 43's the mic, boy. 43. Check.
To the air again, Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus. Maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Right there.
On play action, it's Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. On third down, here's Eckler. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Here's Andy Lee now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt.
43. Watch the slant.
Great.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 11 yards and a Panther first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Let's go.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 24. Check.
Great.
Short.
Operating from the gun. Newton. He's got the hook up to Moore. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Ready.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Hey, here we go. Watch the eye.
Eight.
To throw again on second down. Newton. And this one's incomplete. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's third and short. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. If it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Check 31.
Now Newton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Buda Baker with a pick, and he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call the playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a pass complete to Hogan, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, Newton. And he's going to go down again.
All day, baby. All day. We coming all day.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Arizona, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.